Welcome to the Blockchain Report. We discuss all things blockchain technology, digital assets, DeFi, NFTs, and much more. Today's video, we're diving into Wave 5 of the Linea DeFi Voyage on Intract. We still have about 17 hours left in Wave 4, lending and borrowing. Now, there is an issue with one of the tasks in this quest. It's borrow at least $5 worth of ZKUSD and LYU in one transaction. This one, they've decided to cancel because they were having so many issues and the gas fees were ridiculous. So yeah, you can just skip that one. Don't worry about it. As long as you have the other tasks completed, you'll get the XP. And we are on to Wave 5. And this wave is providing liquidity and yield farming. So before we jump into that, thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, comment, share this out to anyone you think would be interested in blockchain technology and all the fun we get to have. All these quests and exploring projects and making money. That's the goal, right? But yeah, so we tackle utility, mechanics, and risks of these activities here on the Mirror, Linea Mirror page. You can dive into here by getting started, learning more about liquidity provision and yield farming and how they're crucial to DeFi. And I'll just point out some key takeaways. So participating in liquidity provision with DeFi protocols and supplying assets to liquidity pools supports essential functions and earns fees and rewards. So this is how you have token swaps. If you swap for one token from, let's say, USDC to USDT, you need to have enough liquidity in one token or in both tokens to be able to get your money. Because if there's no liquidity in that token, then how can you get any money when there's no value in it? So it's important to have people providing liquidity in these tokens, as it helps them generate fees from the trading and stuff that's done, but also allows people to have access to tokens and be able to get their money out. So liquidity providers are crucial in enabling key DeFi operations and are rewarded through transaction fees and additional protocol incentives. The DeFi space offers dynamic opportunities to earn yield, primarily through active liquidity provision and strategy optimization engagement. So here, there's types of liquidity provision as a single-sided or dual-sided. Single-sided is where you have just one type of asset that you're depositing into, as opposed to the dual-sided pools where it's two tokens. Like ETH and USDC, it's a pair. And you have to put an equal amount of each token into that pool. So that goes into that more, and risks of liquidity provision and yield farming. So this dives into some of the risks. Key takeaways: a major risk for liquidity providers is impermanent loss, which occurs when the value of deposited assets in a liquidity pool decreases compared to holding the assets. Now that's if Ethereum, goes crazy high or drops down a lot, and it's not the same value as the USDC that you had put in before. So it can kind of screw you there. That's why I don't like to keep mine in that kind of token pool, the dual-sided pool, too long. Yield farming is subject to market volatility, a common characteristic of crypto activities. Farmed tokens can experience significant price fluctuations. So effective risk management includes conducting extensive research on protocols, understanding their mechanisms, and engaging with their communities. So for more in-depth explanation, continue to Linea's Mirror blog right here. We'll mark this getting started as complete. Now we have one core task and 4 bonus tasks. The core task is to provide liquidity to selected pairs, which is listed inside, on supported decentralized exchanges in one transaction on Linea. So you need to deposit at least $25 in total. So between two tokens, $25 in total. So it could be, just say $13 of each token, and there you have your $25. And then the bonus tasks: provide liquidity for a real world asset or liquid staking pair. And there's a list inside. The same thing, $25 in total. And then provide at least $25 liquidity to a V33 staple pool, promoting the use of advanced automated market maker models. And we'll dive into that. Not sure what the V33 stable pool is, but we will find out. So provide liquidity to a single-sided LP, which is just depositing a single asset like Ethereum into Ethereum or USDC into USDC. And it has to be at least $25 in that one token. And then the last one, we review our favorite dApp of this wave on dApp Sheriff. So I know the gas fees are really high right now. We'll dive into this first task. And here's a list of the supported tokens. So what we're going to do is deposit at least we're going to deposit USDC and ETH. So that's the two tokens I will use. If you want to use other tokens, make sure they both combine to equal $25. And then we'll show you. So you can choose between any of these projects. I am leaning towards not Velocore. Velocore just got hacked recently. We'll check SyncSwap. I know the gas fees are really ridiculous right now. So don't be afraid to wait to do some of these tasks, as it's pretty ridiculous. Let's check. Is this Clip Finance? I don't know Clip. And XY Finance is having issues, I saw from someone in the Discord. I'm just going to go to the SyncSwap website because this is not working. Okay. SyncSwap is asleep right now, but that's all right. We'll get it. So go to the pools, all pools. Go to this, whichever pair you want to use. I'm going to do USDC and ETH. And I want add tokens in balanced proportion. Huh. So give your token approval. And then deposit. Now gas is gonna be up there. Yeah, it's like $2.20 for gas fees. So we're gonna, at least for right now, just kind of wait for gas fees to drop down. And then you can see your position right here. And you can withdraw at any time, but make sure your position shows $26 or $25 at least. And this And then you can go ahead and verify this task. But yeah, all the other protocols are going to be about the same. I tried to make a swap on what was the Izumi. I was making a swap on Izumi, and it was about $2 or so for a swap. And removing my liquidity on another protocol was going to be like $5, and that's not good. It's not good. So we'll check back on this, and I'll kind of walk you through these. So provide liquidity for a real world asset or liquid staking pair. And you want it to be at least $25 of equal value, or in total. So again, like $13 for both assets. And these are the assets that you want: wrapped staked ETH, Stone, WUSK, ME, wrapped staked ETH, whatever that is, USD plus, USDT plus, wrapped USD plus, wrapped USDT plus, AG, Euro. So that's quite a interesting little pair. So let's check this out. So we'll stay on sync swap since it's already here, and we'll go back to token pools. Let's check all these pools. So we'll check the list again. So it needs to be in a token pool with at least... Okay, so one of these assets needs to be in here. So this would count, but you have to have an equal amount of each. So we'll have to do a swap to get one of these to one of these tokens. Maybe Stone. Yeah, there's no Stone on here. I mean, there's wrapped staked ETH, but WUSK. Yeah, I think those are in other. So these might be included in Izumi, Velocore, and Linux. Don't use Velocore. They've had some issues recently, so use Izumi, Linux, or SyncSwap. But since we're on SyncSwap, let's check for wrap staked ETH. Looks like they do have it now. I'm going to swap for some wrap staked ETH. And this way I will get my I will be able to deposit into that. And see, when we swap, it's not gonna be cheap either. So it looks like I'm gonna wait for these gas fees to calm down. But what you want to do is come here and swap your USDC to wrap staked ETH. Come into the token pools, and if you need to withdraw the liquidity from your other position, you can do that to be able to do this task. But you'll go in here, or any token pair that has one of these assets in it. So all you need to have is one of these in here. but when you deposit, you need to have an equal amount. So whatever $13 is in ETH, you have to have 13 in both of these. So make sure you have enough ETH to cover that and the gas, and make sure you have enough wrap staked ETH. And once you deposit into that pool, you can come here and click sync swap, hit verify, and that will be ready to go. So then moving on to the V33 stable pool. So use any combination of these to provide liquidity. So this is a new type of liquidity pool in DeFi. And you can use any two. It has to be 2 tokens, any pair. And I might just wait on this because I don't really want to. I'm going to double check and see what Velacor's up to. Because I don't know if... See, I thought it was Velacor, but it might be someone else that... It might have been another project that... Velacor. It might have been another project that got hacked, but I could have sworn it was them. Okay, maybe not. Maybe Velacor, they're fine. So I guess you have to go here. Either way. So we'll come in here and connect our wallet and make sure that we walk you through this. So let's check the list again to see what 2 tokens we need to put in here. Okay, so the VE is the Velacor 33. So it can be any of these. USDC, USDT, DAI, BUSD. So we can just do USDC and ETH again. And remember, it must be at least $25. So this can be similar to the first main task where you provided $25 or $13 in USDC and ETH. And is that it? I think that's all the... Yeah. I think that's all you have to do. You don't have to worry about, add liquidity only and don't stake the LP. Because you don't need to stake any of the tokens. So make sure that this is on when you put in your token allowance. So go through, and once that's complete, once that's deposited, you go and start verification, and then that one will be done. So provide liquidity to a single-sided LP. Now this is where you just deposit 1 token. So it can be USDC, ETH, or USDT, but it has to be $25. So if you don't have enough, swap some over, but I suggest you maybe swap on a different network and then bridge that token over to Linea so you don't have to swap on Linea. And use Stargate. Use Stargate. So swap on, let's see what's on here. Yeah, maybe swap on Scroll if you can, or Arbitrum or Optimism. Make sure you have USDC and USDT. Or USDT. And also wrap staked ETH too. So swap for those that for this guy, the liquid staking pair, if you want to swap for these tokens on a different network that might be cheaper, do that and then bridge it over. Now wrap staked ETH might be a little more difficult to bridge. I don't remember where exactly we bridged from with that, but you can find out somewhere. I don't know exactly where. But yeah, what you'll do is come here and let's say we want to switch to optimism. I want to go to Linea. So I'll send your ETH over, or your USDC. I guess it's not available on Linea. Well, maybe not. Maybe just the yeah, it looks like USDC isn't available on Linea. Let's see if USDT is. Nope. Okay, what is available on Linea? Let's see what we can do on Linea. Oh. So these are the 4 tokens you can swap or bridge on Linea. So it looks like just ETH. So you might have to swap for some USDC. And then wrap staked ETH. But if you can find out where to bridge those tokens from, that would be helpful. And yeah, let me go back to this single-sided LP. So here we will deposit just one of these 3 tokens, but they have to be at least $25 worth. So I've never been to Dyson Finance. Let's check them out. And then when you have this deposited, start verification. Like always, we'll wait back on that. I want to check their Twitter and see what kind of following they have. Okay, so they're followed by Galaxy. I also like to see Clip Finance. Just want to check some of these VUI, check some of these projects out and see what their Twitter's like, who follows them, what kind of engagement they have. Okay, this is followed by quite a bit more, but less actual followers. I mean, it's still VUI. Check their Twitters out. No, they don't really have much engagement. Clip. We'll stick with Dyson. We'll look at Dyson Finance. So here we go to invest. Choose your plan. I'm just gonna do, invest one single token and redeem return token based on market direction. So I'm just gonna deposit USDC. I'm not gonna do this right away as I need to wait for gas fees to calm down, but then you'll create your position, invest in USDC, it has to be at least $25, so maybe 26. Well, maybe not this one. That one looks more like a... We'll check out dairy. Because this one looks more like an options play and not a... Yeah, this one looks kind of funny. Let's check out one of these other ones. Let's check out Swapbox. Swapbox. Don't know what Swapbox is, but we'll check it out. I don't really like the look of that one either. But I guess they're pretty heavy, yeah. So I guess we'll go with Nabox. Because even though the UI doesn't look great, I mean, they still have a nice TVL. That's total value locked in. Interesting. So I guess for this, you have to have USDT. So we will have to switch to USDT. And you can come in here and deposit your token. Yeah, make sure it's at least 20. I would say $26 to be safe. And if you want to come to dairy right here, you can use USDC and deposit it if you don't want to swap. But use either one of these, deposit your $26 or $25 in your token, and when that is deposited, you can come and verify this task. Now I'm expecting it to cost you, with the gas right now, with $3 swaps and deposits and stuff, it's probably going to cost you $20 to complete this whole task, or this wave. So be aware of that, and also don't forget to review your favorite dApp on here, as we've done before. And dApp Sheriff is having issues. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we will close out of these and come out of here. And once dApp Sheriff comes back up, just check our last video. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and verify anyway, since we've done this before. But if it doesn't work, I'll do my review. But make sure you do your review. And it looks like I got this claim, so we can withdraw our liquidity from SyncSwap, which might be a little pricey. So we'll see what it's I'm gonna move all of this into USDC because I can bridge over I can bridge ETH over just fine. I'm gonna unlock this. I bet it's gonna cost $3 to pull it out. Please be 2. Please be 2. Please be 2. Oh, 220. Close. Still, that's like you're paying. You might as well be on the Ethereum network. Let's actually see what the fees on Ethereum be looking like right now. Yeah, 61 Gwei. Still not crazy, but way higher than it was before. So now that we got that out of the way, I'm gonna get out of here. And then, yeah, I'll move on to the next one later this week. I'll finish these up. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. I'll be happy to help. And also, I started a Discord channel that I will put the link down below. So, yeah, hope to see you there. But have a wonderful day. Peace.